Hey everybody, please excuse the hat. Since we're actually going to go golfing in this video, I figured I'd try to dress like one. But anyways, now that we have or know how to make our official golf club, we wanted to explain to you the rules, the technique, and how to use the remaining materials to go put it to good use. We wanted to start off with just a few quick tips on how to actually set up and swing the golf club to give you the best chance to hit a nice high-flying golf ball.
The first of the things to keep in mind is we want to set up with our feet about shoulder width apart and point your toes and your shoulders at the target that you're trying to aim at. Next, when it comes to grabbing the club, it's not as simple as just grabbing it with your two hands. If you're a righty, take your left hand and place it on the top and then lay your right hand over the top of your left thumb, kind of like this. Then one of the most important parts is to actually aim the golf club at where you want to hit it. If it's aimed to the left or to the right, where do you think the ball is going to go? We want to double check to make sure it's pointed straight at the target. Then it's time to give it a swing. Remember Tiger Woods, who we talked about in the first video? This is a video of him taking a nice, slow, easy swing. You can see he rotates his body and his arms and then follows through nice and high. Feel free to pause this video and replay it to watch a few times before you go take a few swings of your own.
And we just wanted to remind you guys that golf is not an easy game. It's hard. It takes lots of practice. Even the best players in the world hit bad shots. So don't be discouraged. Keep practicing and keep thinking like an engineer on how you can tweak your materials and clubs to help you hit the ball the furthest you can. Now we're so close to the part where we're actually going to go hit some golf balls, but real quick, we had to talk to you about safety. There's just a few things to keep in mind. Number one, before every time you swing, we want you to check around and make sure there's no one that's within one of these club lengths distance of you. The last thing we need is for someone to get smacked in the face. Number two, friends, is once you do check around you, when you do swing, just swing nice and easy. We don't need to swing out of our shoes and come unbalanced like our little buddy here. A nice easy swing will do the trick. And the ball, you guys remember the part of the club that we can angle? Well, because we can angle it, it also pops off. So in between each swing, please make sure that that's in there nice and tight. So when you swing, it doesn't go flying and also hit somebody. That will ruin the day. And we promise, as long as we're being safe, this is going to be a really unique and fun activity for everybody. Remember, like we talked about, millions and millions of people are starting to fall in love with the game of golf.
And what exactly is this game of golf? Well, it's trying to hit a ball to a target using different types of swings in as least amount of hits as possible. And before playing any real competition or game, we always like to remember the form we just talked about and hit a few practice shots. And while hitting my practice shots, I'm actually noticing that I'm losing most of mine to the right. So I'm gonna make an adjustment and aim my feet and shoulders a little bit to the left, and maybe that'll help straighten things out. And we like to do a few practices until we can hit a few good ones in a row. And as soon as it's repeatable, well, that's when we can really start having some fun and playing some games. The first golf hole that we're gonna play is actually starting from right here, and we're going to tee the ball up on this black tee to get a little bit of distance and aim for this tree out here in the distance. And shot number one looks pretty good, but don't worry if yours goes a little bit to the left or to the right. There's always room to get closer to the target on the next one. And we will count this first one as a success. It's in the right direction and it's not too far away.
The best part about this one, friends, is that we hit it into the shade. Now we're gonna hit what's called a chip shot, and I'm gonna go with a little higher angle to try to get it off the ground and land nice and close. Let's see if that works.
And we're getting even closer. What do you guys think? One or two more shots? Now for these shorter ones, we also try to twist and flatten it for what's called putting the ball. But that was an epic fail. Like I said, we were going to embarrass ourselves at some point. And we finally got it in 5 shots.
So based on that hole, I'm pretty confident in the ones that go long, but it looks like I'm no good at the short ones. So that's where the practice comes in. I'm gonna try to hit a few. So next time I play a hole like that, I'm gonna get an even better score. Let's try again. And if you guys start getting really good at golf, you could even start practicing some trick shots.
And please remember, friends, that this project is actually reusable. So when it comes time to clean up the project, all you have to do is unwind the tape and slowly start to sort and organize the different pieces together so the next group can have just as much fun as you did.
So feel free to get going, customize your clubs, remember the safety and the science and the engineering behind the project, and keep in mind the different careers. Maybe you'll even want to work in the golf industry yourself. We also encourage you to go play a real round of golf yourself if you ever have the chance. There's all kinds of great life lessons like patience and perseverance in the game. But anyways, go enjoy. We can't wait to see what you come up with and hear how it goes, everybody.